We interrupt our normal broadcast to let you know it's finally here. The zombie apocalypse. Are you prepared?
We got some training to do.
The zombie apocalypse is inevitable, and whether they're fast or slow, you'll need to survive. But once the gasoline and guns are gone, the only thing that's left is going to be your body and brain. And that's exactly what the zombies want. In this episode, we'll be training to survive, learning from the pros how to evade, navigate, and fight. Using a mixture of endurance, parkour, and MMA. It's fit for survival. How to train to survive the zombie apocalypse. Survival method 1, middle distance running.
We are here at Boss Sports Performance with Christian. He is our first line of defense. This man is gonna teach us how to run away from zombies. How are we gonna do that, Christian?
Running fast and running long.
Christian got us to work immediately, warming up with a jog and some light mobility as he broke down exactly what it takes to run fast and run long. He explained it's important to lay a foundation from both ends of the spectrum and gradually meet in the middle, training like a middle distance runner. This means building long, slow miles combined with short, all-out sprints. This hybrid training style is going to help prepare you for every inevitable zombie apocalypse outcome, whether they're slow and tenacious or fast and chaotic.
So you want to be able to maintain a nice, efficient rotational pattern. You will rotate. Okay. Anytime you run, you're twisting through your upper body and your lower body. But you want to do that efficient. You don't want to waste in this transverse plane. You want that going in this direction.
Okay.
Right? If you're running slower, it's going to be smaller.
Okay.
Right? It's going to be smaller. You're going to have this elbow back and forth.
Because you're trying to just be as efficient with your energy as possible.
Exactly.
Okay. What would you recommend 3 to 5 things that anyone should keep in mind when training for endurance running, sprinting for the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, I just want to say I think you guys would probably survive.
Yes!
You're in a good spot right now. That being said, if you know a zombie apocalypse is coming, you're probably going to want to prep well in advance. Yeah. Aerobic fitness is not something you get overnight. It's not like you could run a marathon in 2 weeks of training. You got to prep well in advance. So 30 plus days is the minimum time frame to see any change in aerobic adaptations.
Okay. So start now.
Second thing is, don't be afraid to mix in strength, power, and speed, right? You're not going to affect your training that much, okay? So having 1 or 2 days of some fast effort sprints, 1 or 2 days minimum of some kind of running specific strength training is going to help a lot for your running economy.
Programming.
The third thing is being smart with periodization. Right? I want you to progress in a way that you're not going to hurt yourself. Okay, so consistency is king over anything.
Okay.
Prioritizing building slowly from either end of our sprints and either end of our aerobic fitness, and then building up in the middle. Okay. Shorter effort sprints to longer effort sprints, longer aerobic base into higher intensity aerobic base.
I love it. I feel confident, a hell of a lot more confident than I did walking in here. Thank you, Chris. It's been awesome.
Yeah, dudes.
We're going to survive this.
You will make it.
Awesome.
I'm confident.
Yeah. Thank you.
Survival method 2, parkour. Taking with us the running tips we learned from Christian, we immediately set out to train with Eric and Kyler at Eric's Abstract and Motion Parkour Gym. With our cardio in place, we now needed to train for navigating a city space safely, and parkour was the perfect fit, especially when your teachers are as dynamic and experienced as these two. They began by having us navigate the course with no directions, and then, after having taught us some important performance tips, had us retry the course. There was an immediate positive difference.
I'm just muscling this shit.
So, let me ask you guys a question. When you got done with it, was it hard? Were your muscles a little bit like weaker?
I was about spent doing that. So if there was more zombies or another obstacle, I would have been toast because my arms are about shot.
Yeah, it was mainly just upper body strength.
Yeah.
Use less muscle and be more efficient than trying to wear yourself out because you don't know what the next section is. You might need to use your arms next.
True.
Yep. So if you have two things that are arm related, then you're gonna have a higher chance of getting eaten.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if I try and hold on like this, my feet are gonna want to slide, but as soon as I drop my weight back, I can just sit like this. I could sit like this all day probably.
Here you go. Nice, those feet on the wall. Yeah. Nice.
We just done this a few times. I'm already getting a little winded, and that's not with zombies chasing me either. So endurance is also a huge thing. Do you guys do? Is it just parkour itself? Is basically gives you guys the stamina you need?
So yeah, that's pretty much all I do.
I don't have to think of each move as this individual thing. I can use that momentum to transfer and go to the next thing. Just like we said earlier, flowing like water, I can use that momentum and carry it through to the next thing.
Which probably saves so much energy in the process.
A lot of energy and probably even some time with efficiency, because you don't have to pause and think, okay, what's my next move? I can just drop and go to the next thing and then just keep it moving.
Okay.
And use that motion to fuel the next move.
Sorry, Coach Eric, I use those knees.
Nice, good control.
To the 10, 2,
There we go.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who says during a zombie apocalypse you can't get a pump check?
Wow, that's scary. It's frightening watching it from this end. I was getting a little nervous for my younger brother.
With parkour, we not only learned how to navigate better, we also learned the importance of mobility, flexibility, and balance.
We've been working out our entire lives. It just goes to show you can always learn something new. Get out of your comfort zone. These are skills we'll probably use for the rest of our lives.
Oh yeah, balance, stability, and confidence.
They crushed it. You're gonna evade, no problem.
Oh, sweet, sweet. That's good to know.
Survival Method 3, Mixed Martial Arts.
This is it. We are cornered. We have nowhere to go, but thankfully, we have Brian at SBG to help guide us what to do when your back is against the wall and the only option is to create distance from the zombies.
Brian is the owner and head trainer of Straight Blast Gym's Bend location, and he got us and our wife and girlfriend Aga and Michaela to work immediately, creating all sorts of defense attacks in order to not only help keep distance if you become trapped, but also to disorient and confuse the zombie horde, all without your flesh or your brain coming into potential contact with their teeth.
The push kick is going to be the rear leg. This one, or you can refer to it as kind of a Sparta kick, right? It's that same, like, I'm just booting someone off, like this guy, will actually create some space. So if we're out here, right, I can move you back quite a bit with this, right? And if my head stays over my hips, right, as you come in, I'm able to get quite a bit of power. Even though you weigh more than I do, I can maintain that distance, right? I keep you back, and then I can maintain space. And there's even some like simple footwork stuff that you can do too.
Okay.
So we have a J step, right? So I'm gonna put myself about a little bit away from the wall. I'm gonna have you guys be about 2 steps in front of me, right? So as you guys walk out with your hands forward, right? You guys zombies, right? So you guys start walking forward. I move forward, and as soon as my back heel is up, which is why I had you guys step out, I'm able to use that J step. And so that's why my back heel is up. I don't want to get my heel caught. I don't want to trip over things when I'm moving backwards, right?
So you would advise that, Brian, if you're walking backwards, probably going to happen at one point. You get the wall. Do not stick your heel in. Keep your heel
Your
up.
heel's up just enough as a feeler, right? And then it allows you to step off.
I see.
Some other things, right? We got hand fighting. These ones are kind of near and dear to me for self-defense, right? So you take a death grip on this thing, right? You can grab as hard as you want. So I'm going to come underneath and around. This is a distance management tool, right? You're taller than me, reach in, or try to reach across with that arm and touch me. Right? I can keep good enough distance that I'm not going to get hit. Right? You grab same side. I'm going to, once again, I need to make sure that I have good base and posture, but I want to make sure that everything breaks in self-defense, in grips, between the thumb and the pointer finger, right? So I rotate and pop.
That's good.
And so if I come through here and I just try to pull, so give me a death grip and I try to pull this way, it's not happening. That I can do every time.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
I can do the same thing with a double grip. So you take it like a burrito grip, like you're gonna eat my arm, right? This is like you're gonna eat my arm like I'm a burrito, right? And come over the top, I keep my base. And I can peel, right?
Exactly.
You use to, I use to.
Yeah, because it's kind of
and it's still
breaking
breaking.
those
It's
thumbs
breaking between the thumb and
off.
the pointer finger, right? Like here. requires no energy.
Brian taught us a number of extremely important defensive tactics, including how to keep distance using kicks, navigating away from potential dead ends with agile quickness, and breaking holds effortlessly. With this, along with parkour and running, our day of zombie training using nothing but our body and brains was complete.
They always do this in the movies here. Yeah, you're doing something else. Zombies One of them, there's probably going to be hundreds of them. So me and Brian will just get back to back. Yep. And we'll just be push kicking in a 360 degree.
That wraps up the video. We hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun shooting and editing it. Gotta give a quick shout out to TLF for helping to make this episode possible. They're the ones that equip us, not only for the gym, but also for the zombie apocalypse. So head to TLF Apparel and use code TLF-BUFF for 15% off. All right, I hear the horde coming. It's time to get out of here.